Right now, Democrats across the nation and here in the Sunshine State are promising to fight fire with fire. They see moves by Texas and Florida to potentially redraw congressional maps as nothing but partisan politics.
WESH 2 News political reporter Greg Fox in the studio with us now. And Greg, the Florida House Speaker is moving forward with this plan and the governor is behind him.
That's right. House Speaker Daniel Perez is forming a committee to explore the redrawing of congressional maps. The governor today said Florida's growing population deserves more seats in Congress, but Democrats say not so fast.
We believe there's defects in the current map. We also believe that the districts are malapportioned because of the explosive growth that we've seen.
Governor Ron DeSantis, during a news conference in Melbourne Monday, said voters deserve to have congressional maps redrawn because the COVID-19 pandemic generated a surge in the state population not registered in the 2020 census. He also believes a mid-decade census should remove undocumented migrants typically included in census numbers for the purpose of drawing congressional maps and result in more congressional seats for the Sunshine State.
There was a question of, do you count illegal aliens in the census? And my answer is no, you shouldn't, because they're not authorized to be here in the first place. So why would you be counting? Why would you be counting in ways that reward sanctuary states like California who openly flout federal immigration law? It doesn't make any sense.
In response to President Donald Trump saying he supports a mid-decade census to weed out undocumented migrants to support red state redrawing of maps, California Governor Gavin Newsom warned on social media of blue state rebellion.
We're not going to sit back passively. We're not going to sit back and watch you light democracy on fire. We will fight fire with fire.
Democratic Orlando lawmaker Anna Eskamani predicts mini rebellions in every state.
And so when you open up this can of worms and say that we're going to redraw lines to benefit one party, it's going to be a ripple effect across the country. So it won't just be Republicans that do it. Democrats in blue states will do it too.
The League of Women Voters, which has fought to ensure redistricting maps are not drawn to favor one party over another, points out that reapportionment must occur across the country in order for Florida to gain any seats.
So there is no reason in the league's opinion that we should be doing a mid-cycle redistricting here in Florida. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, here's what we don't know yet: when or if a mid-decade census can be done, and whether Florida will wait for that to happen before pushing ahead with a committee to redraw congressional maps with the existing number of seats. Right now, Republicans hold 20 of the 28 seats in Florida. Jesse?